Good afternoon. This is All India Radio. I am Lalema Aneja Dang with the Midday News. The headlines. Parakram Divas marking 126th birth anniversary of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose being observed today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi named 21 islands of Andaman and Nicobar after Paramveer Chakra awardees. President Draupadi Murmu to confer Pradhan Mantri Rashtriya Bal Puraskar on 11 children in New Delhi this evening. 5th Kalvari class submarine INS Vagir inducted into the Indian Navy. Top seeds tumble out of Australian Open tennis. World number 4 Caroline Garcia crashes out in 4th round at Melbourne. And Argentina to take on Korea and Germany to clash with France in FIH Men's Hockey World Cup in Bhubaneswar today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today named the 21 largest unnamed islands of Andaman and Nicobar after Paramveer Chakra awardees. The Prime Minister attended the event in Port Blair via video conferencing. He also unveiled the model of the National Memorial dedicated to Netaji. The memorial will be built on Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Dweep in Port Blair. The memorial will consist of Netaji's museum, heritage trail, ropeway connected to Port Blair and a children's park. Speaking on the occasion, the Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, stated that a new history is being written today as the nation celebrates Parakram Divas, marking 126th birth anniversary of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. Mr. Modi said that the coming generations will remember this history and be inspired by it.
आज अंडमान निकोबार के 21 द्वीपों का नामकरण हुआ है। इन 21 द्वीपों को अब परमवीर चक्र विजेताओं के नाम से जाना जाएगा। जिस द्वीप पर नेताजी सुभाष चंद्र बोस रहे थे, वहां उनके जीवन और योगदानों को समर्पित एक प्रेरणा स्थली, एक स्मारक का भी आज शिलान्यास हुआ है। आज के इस दिन को आजादी के अमृत काल के एक महत्वपूर्ण अध्याय के रूप में आने वाली पीढ़ियां याद करेगी।
The Prime Minister said that the government recognized the great valor and supreme sacrifices of India's brave soldiers, for whom nation first is the only motto. The naming of islands have deep messages like Ek Bharat, Shresth Bharat, eternity of sacrifices made by Indian soldiers and great valor of the Indian Army.
अंडमान निकोबार के द्वीपों का ये नामकरण उन परमवीर चक्र विजेताओं का सम्मान तो है ही, साथ ही भारतीय सेनाओं का भी सम्मान है। पूरब से पश्चिम, उत्तर से दक्षिण, दूर सुदूर, समंदर हो या पहाड़, इलाका निर्जन हो या दुर्गम, देश की सेनाएं देश के कण कण की रक्षा में तैनात रहती है। आजादी के तुरंत बाद से ही हमारी सेनाओं को युद्धों का सामना करना पड़ा। हर मौके पर, हर मोर्चे पर हमारी सेनाओं ने अपने शौर्य को सिद्ध किया है।
Home Minister Amit Shah was also present at the event. Speaking on the occasion, he said that Prime Minister Narendra Modi's initiative to name islands after Paramveer Chakra awardees will ensure that they are remembered forever.
आज भारत के प्रधानमंत्री जी की ये पहल कि अंडमान निकोबार द्वीप समूह के 21 बड़े द्वीपों को हमारे परमवीर चक्र विजेताओं के नाम के साथ जोड़कर उनकी स्मृति को जब तक ये पृथ्वी रहेगी तब तक चिरंजीव करने का ये प्रयास मैं मानता हूं तीनों सेनाओं के लिए बहुत बड़ा उत्साहवर्धन करने वाला है।
Chief of Defence Staff General Anil Chauhan was also present at the event. President Draupadi Murmu paid homage to Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose on the occasion of Parakram Divas today. In a message, she said, Netaji epitomizes exceptional courage and patriotism, and his leadership encouraged millions to join the country's freedom struggle. The President added that Indians will remain forever indebted to him. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar also paid tributes to Netaji. He appealed to recommit to build an India that Netaji envisioned. Remembering Netaji as a leader with great vision, charisma and character, the Vice President said that he dedicated his life to the country's freedom with unwavering commitment. Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur has paid tribute to Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose on the occasion of Parakram Divas. The minister said that he will be remembered as the best example of strong nationalistic values and ideals. Mr. Thakur said Bose, the Azad Hind Fauj founder, is also a source of inspiration for innumerable youth. President Draupadi Murmu will confer this year's Pradhan Mantri Rashtriya Bal Puraskar at a ceremony in New Delhi today. The awards will be conferred on 11 children for their exceptional achievement in 6 categories: art, culture, bravery, innovation, social service and sports. Each awardee will receive a medal, a cash prize of 1 lakh rupees and a certificate. The Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, and Women and Child Development Minister, Mrs. Smriti Zubin Irani, will interact with the awardees tomorrow. As part of the Republic Day celebrations, the first ever military tattoo and tribal dance festival will commence in the national capital today. To mark the 126th birth anniversary of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, the performances will be showcased under the Adi Shaurya Parva Parakram Can banner at Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium today and tomorrow. The event aims to throw light on the contribution of Subhash Chandra Bose to the nation's freedom struggle. The 2-day festival will showcase the prowess of the armed forces and the ethnic beauty of India's tribal culture. Many traditional dance performances will be presented during the main event, including Gaur Marya, Gaddi Nati, Siddhi Dhamal, Baiga Pardhoni, Purulia and Bagurumba. The Indian Army will also present its prowess through acts like paramotor gliding, hot air balloon, horse show, kukri dance, gatka, malakhambh and martial arts. A full dress rehearsal for the Republic Day parade was held at Kartavya Path in New Delhi today. The parade rehearsal started from Vijay Chowk and passed through Vijay Chowk, Kartavya Path, C Hexagon, roundabout of statue of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose and Tilak Marg to Red Fort. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. The 5th Kalvari-class submarine Vagir was commissioned into the Indian Navy today. Chief of Naval Staff Admiral R. Hari Kumar was the chief guest at a ceremony held at Naval Dockyard in Mumbai. The submarine has been built by the Mazagon Dock Shipbuilders Limited MDL Mumbai under collaboration with Messrs Naval Group France. 4 of the Kalvari class of submarines have already been commissioned into the Indian Navy. Vagir is expected to boost the Indian Navy's capability to further India's maritime interests. It is capable of undertaking diverse missions, including anti-surface warfare, anti-submarine warfare, intelligence gathering, mine-laying, and surveillance missions. The Business 20 or B20 Inception meeting, which is being held as part of G20, began in Gandhinagar, Gujarat today. Union Ministers Piyush Goyal and Ashwini Vaishnav, Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel, India's Sherpa for G20 Amitabh Kant, Tata Sons Chairman N. Chandrasekaran and a host of national and international business leaders attended the inaugural meeting. Addressing the session, Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal said the Indian economy has grown by 12 times during the last 3 decades. He also said that India is among the top 5 best performing nations in achieving the climate targets and is the only G20 country to get this place. The minister reiterated India's commitment to create a sustainable and inclusive growth environment. He urged global businesses and industries to adopt green and sustainable business practices. Minister of Railways Ashwini Vaishnav briefed about the best economic practices in India adopted during the COVID pandemic, which helped the country achieve robust growth with moderate inflation. The minister stressed on the success of the PPP model in popularizing digital payments in India. He said the annual digital transactions in India today stand at $1.5 trillion. Our correspondent has filed this report.
B20 is headed by Tata Sons Chairman N. Chandrasekharan. 7 task forces and 2 action groups have been formed as part of the meet to deliberate upon various global issues including climate change, sustainability, digital transformation and financial inclusion. For the first time, there will be a separate task force for Africa in the meet. India's G20 Sherpa Amitabh Kant stressed on the need to build a resilient and inclusive global supply chain and urged businesses to go green and digital. Aparna Khun, AR News, Gandhinagar.
Chief Election Commissioner Rajiv Kumar has said that a disturbing trend of deep fake narratives have become a common feature in elections worldwide. He said the disruptive elements attempt to alter public perception and mislead the user by repetitively presenting the deep fakes as facts. Mr. Kumar was speaking at inauguration of a 2-day international conference on the theme Use of Technology and Elections Integrity in New Delhi today. He talked about pressing challenges before the election management bodies and stressed on the impact of new media, especially social media, on the intersection of technology with EMB's functioning. In Bihar, 5 people died and 6 lost their eyesight after consuming spurious liquor in Siwan district. The incident occurred at Bala village under Lakri Nabiganj police station in the district. The condition of 14 people is critical. 3 people have been sent to Gorakhpur and 11 to Patna Medical College Hospital for treatment. The family members of the deceased said they had consumed spurious liquor last night. So far, 12 people have been arrested. Jammu and Kashmir Disaster Management Authority has issued avalanche warning for several districts of the Union Territory for today. We spoke to Wasim Saifi Dar, Senior Consultant at J&K Disaster Management Authority.
आज हमें वार्निंग मिली हुई है DGRE से, जो कि मीडियम डेंजर लेवल वार्निंग है। हमारे डोडा, किश्तवाड़, पुंछ, रामबन, बांडीपुरा और कुपवारा डिस्ट्रिक्ट में मिली हुई है और लो डेंजर वार्निंग हमें बारामूला और गांदरबल जिलों में मिली हुई है। तो लोगों से हम आग्रह करते हैं कि हायर रीचेस जो है, अपर रीचेस जो है, वहां पे ना जाए और एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ने जो डूज एंड डोंट्स दिए हुए हैं एवलांच के, उन पे पालन करें उन डूज एंड डोंट्स का और अपने घरों में ज्यादा से ज्यादा बैठें, बाहर ना जाए।
Argentina will take on Korea and Germany will clash with France in FIH Men's Hockey World Cup in Bhubaneswar today in the last 2 crossover matches. Our correspondent has filed this report.
Having won the first 2 crossovers, while Spain will take on Australia, the topper of Pool A, New Zealand will play against Belgium, the topper of Pool B, and the defending champion tomorrow in the quarter-final in the Kalinga Stadium in Bhubaneswar. On the other hand, the 2 winners in today's crossovers will get coupled with Netherlands and England, the toppers of Pool C and D, to play the quarter-final. Meanwhile, being out of the race for quarter-finals, India will now clash with Japan in the classification round on Thursday in the Birsa Munda Hockey Stadium in Rourkela. Girish Chandra Das, AIR News, Bhubaneswar.
World number 4 Caroline Garcia has crashed out of the Australian Open tennis tournament. She was outclassed by Poland's Magda Linnet in the 4th round, 7-6, 6-4 at Melbourne today. Linnet joins the list of top seeds who have made an early exit from the Australian Open this year. Top seed Iga Swiatek and second seed Coco Gauff have crashed out of the tournament. In men's cricket, the 3rd and final ODI between India and New Zealand takes place at Indore tomorrow. The match will be played in Holkar Cricket Stadium from 1:30 p.m. India will look to clean sweep the series, having already won 2 ODIs. India secured a comprehensive 8-wicket win in the second ODI in Raipur on Saturday to clinch their 7th consecutive ODI series at home. The hosts won the first one-day by 12 runs in Hyderabad on Wednesday. Next, the 2 teams will play 3 T20 matches. The first match will be played on the 27th of January at Ranchi. Now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Parakram Divas marking 126th birth anniversary of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose being observed today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi names 21 islands of Andaman and Nicobar after Paramveer Chakra awardees. President Draupadi Murmu to confer Pradhan Mantri Rashtriya Bal Puraskar on 11 children in New Delhi this evening. 5th Kalvari class submarine INS Vagir inducted into Indian Navy. Top seeds tumble out of Australian Open tennis. World number 4 Caroline Garcia crashes out in 4th round at Melbourne. And Argentina to take on Korea and Germany to clash with France in FIH Men's Hockey World Cup in Bhubaneswar today. And with that, we end the Midday News.